We're making no apologies. That's it, so that our people can have access to the land.
Life is difficult, but you must soldier on. Don't give up. If you are a coward, you don't belong here.
Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Sumo Politics. So, a lot of people have threatened to close down South Africa if Cyril Ramaphosa doesn't do anything regarding the General Mkhwanazi. And so far, I have not seen as much hype than I thought I would see. However, I must say MK has followed up. MK has did a march today in KZN. They did a march in Gauteng as well. I think led by, I think this guy's name is Abel, if I'm not mistaken, but I think his name is Abel. So yeah, MK has followed up, and big ups to them because I think people lose trust in you when you say I'm gonna do something and then you don't do it, because a lot of people threatened that they would go to the streets. And I said this, go to my video, and I said this yesterday, I said it on my TikTok, that you guys are just doing empty threats. When it push comes to shove and it comes to you guys having to take action, you are not going to do it. You are not going to do it. But we've seen MK in the streets, and now the reason I'm making this video is because MK threatens chaos. They are threatening chaos because they did a peaceful march. So now they are threatening chaos should Mkhwanazi be persecuted. That's what they are threatening now. So my question is, will they follow that up? Because it's easy to do threats. It's easy to do threats. Hey, we're gonna shut South Africa down. There's gonna be chaos. What? That's not true. But let's get right into them. What chaos they're threatening. So it says here, the MK in KwaZulu-Natal. So this is the MK in KwaZulu-Natal specifically that is threatening chaos. It says here, the MK in KwaZulu-Natal has threatened the chaos should the province policy boss and Mkhwanazi be persecuted for the explosive allegations he made a week ago. The party's ex-combats, so it's ex-combats that are threatening these things. It says the party's ex-combats staged a march to the police provincial headquarters on Monday, pledging support for Mkhwanazi. This was after he made shocking revelations about criminal syndicates that have allegedly infiltrated the law enforcement agencies. He has implicated, as you all know, the police minister, Usenzo Mchunu. So it says here, while the allegations are now subject to commission of inquiry, as we heard yesterday from Cyril Ramaphosa, the party said Mkhwanazi must be protected at all costs. Listening to Ramaphosa yesterday, I did not hear him say anything about protecting Mkhwanazi. He did not say anything. He did not say anything. In fact, maybe he was trying not to take sides. He was trying not to appear as if he's choosing Mkhwanazi over Usenzo. I don't know, but Ramaphosa did not seem to... He did not say anything about General Mkhwanazi. He did not say anything. So it says, we will rise and mobilize the community, and we will ensure that we just go as people, and we are many than the police officers. That's the threats that are coming from the MKX combats. They can't control us and all the people. Meanwhile, the police in the province said Mkhwanazi is grateful for the support, but also encourages peaceful demonstrations. So General Mkhwanazi, again, the police in the province and KZN have said that they are grateful for the support, they are grateful for people coming out marching on his behalf, but he does encourage peaceful marches, which is what MK did today, by the way, and big ups to them, which is what they did today. But my understanding, and I stand to be corrected, I have this thing that says peaceful marches are not taken serious. Once you do a peaceful march doesn't, I feel like it doesn't do much. Again, I'm not encouraging violence and all those things, but I feel like peaceful marches don't do, I don't know, they just don't do as what they're supposed to do. But again, I mean, we will see. So I just wanted to touch on this and what the MK ex-convicts are threatening, and if they will follow through with their threats. Remember also they have to sort of get, there's something that I actually want to tell you guys, yes, now that I'm thinking about it. I was watching it earlier. I wanted to say now that it's also tricky because MK can't just, the ground forces can't just say we are going to march as ground forces, God, or they belong to MK. They do have to get some directive from the national office, which I don't think the national office has given them that go ahead, which is a problem. Same as them saying Gubana, they're threatening chaos. They can't just threaten chaos, yeah, because they are not the national office of MK. National office of MK has to threaten chaos. That will go down to the structures. The structures can't just say, hey, we're gonna threaten chaos. But I mean, maybe they can, I don't know. Normally on a different organization, I don't think that would pass. Now I wanna go to Floyd. I was listening to Floyd's speech. I took the time to listen to his full thing from yesterday. Hey, I don't think I'm going to play it for you guys, but maybe I'm going to play a little bit. I'm going to play a small, tiny bit after. Let me first explain what he's saying. Floyd is saying, Guti, in his organization in Mayibuye, there's going to be democratic centralism. If something is communicated in the national leadership, everyone has to abide by that. He even says, if the national leadership will not communicate something, and then when at the bottom or in the province, you say, hey, me now I can't do this, or we had the leadership, but we don't agree. Uti, that's not going to pass in his organization. Did the Achapa? Yeah, we go. And funny enough, Floyd introduced the constitution in the MK where he said Jacob Zuma has all the powers. And funny enough, every single person, especially the ones that were working with him in the national, in the CCT, they were saying, this is not the Floyd that we know. He's true. I think this is giving him a chance to express himself how he likes. So he says no one is going to do as they like up. And he says also, if you are given a task, he even says, no one will be appointed here because they know someone or because they have money. People will vote for you. And when they do vote for you or elect you, if you don't do what you're supposed to be doing, let's say, he made an example, let's say we say recruit 10,000 members and you don't recruit them, then we will remove you. Floyd, yeah, bana. This is the Floyd. I was listening to him, guys, and I'm laughing. So he wants to be that guy. He wants to be that guy that has the voice. So I'm laughing and I'm thinking to myself, I wonder. He even said, actually, before I forget this part, he even said, no one will come from the MK party and then let's say they fought in MK but maybe a van, or come from the EFF, let's say maybe a van ku-EFF bafike badreke yonke lonto lebeza nayo up uthi apha we are starting afresh. akho mntu uzodrag nonsense from another organization azenayo up. Ndithi akase-strict, phofu yena he dragged things from the EFF wayanazo ku-MK, kodwa yena ngoku akafuna abantu badrag izinto from MK and EFF beze nazo kwi-organization yakhe. Iyayiva ke ngoku? Yena akafuna abantu bezene nemithwalo kwi-organization. Uthi wonke umntu, everything is starting from scratch. Chapa, better Shivambu. So I'm gonna play you guys this clip.
If we want to found a sound and disciplined organization, there are certain things that we must accept. I think some of the issues the Secretary General has already made highlights on. One is that we are not going to allow gatekeeping in Mayibuye. The membership is open to everyone. So if you had differences with whoever in Mkhwanazi, which does not exist here in Limpopo, if you had differences with anyone in the EFF, you can't migrate with those differences to Mayibuye. The differences that you had in the other side are not allowed this side. This side, we want people who are disciplined, who are starting from scratch. We do not want problems that are going to come on what so-and-so did, then these ones left us with the taxi when they were going to Orlando Stadium. All of those things that don't apply here. There are no problems of Orlando Stadium. There are no problems of anything here. Here we are starting from scratch, and everything else that we do must be guided by the decisions that we take. The other issue, comrades, is that we are not going to allow anyone in Mayibuye to be disrespectful to anyone, including political opponents. Let's establish ourselves as a formidable movement that respects everyone. And here in Mayibuye, we are compelled to respect and honor royal leadership and religious leaders. We are not a replacement of royal leadership and religious leaders in our communities. If anything, let's try and speak to all of them. The other principle, comrade, is that we are building a unitary organization, one organization. So once the national leadership has given a directive of what is to happen, what is to be done, such decisions are going to be binding in all the structures and volunteers of Mayibuye. So there is no one who's going to say, yeah, we know national is saying we must take this direction, but as Mopani, we want to take a different route. It won't happen like that. The Secretary General has already said that we are in the process now of identifying leadership. And if you ask what criteria do we use to choose leadership, the process which we engage in, that we got to engage in selecting the leadership, we call it deliberative democracy. So deliberative democracy means that before we identify leadership, we sit down and discuss. If you say this person must be convener, we say why. There must be political reasons as to why a person must be a convener of the province, of the region, of the sub-region. And it must be sound political discussions. Not, I want this person to be convener because we speak the same language. Not that I want this person to be convener because they gave me money. It's political discussions that we follow, and deliberative democracy will form part of the leadership selection process of Africa Mayibuye movement, so that there is proper political reasoning on all the leadership that is identified for different leadership roles. But what is good about that process is that if we discussed that we are identifying this comrade as a convener or coordinator, if they move out of those values and characteristics that made them to be given that responsibility, it means we are allowed to change our minds as well.
Nyamva Mkhwanazi Shivambu. Nyamva Mkhwanazi Shivambu is not playing. Like, he's not playing. Funny, another thing that's funny, he's also letting people sign memberships. But again, this will be an organization because they've got Secretary General, they've got Yonkinto. By the time we launch the colors of the organization, so they are going to still launch colors. The time we launch the colors of the organization, we'll launch the constitution. We'll be already on the ground. So did I'm a Shivambu, but yeah, we are here to watch and see as how things unveil and continue to proceed. Time shall tell. Everyone has energy in the beginning, but let's see. Only thing that we are looking at dinner is anyway. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Please let me know, guys, what you think. Let me know what you think is going to happen. If the MK is threats, they will follow through. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Floyd and what he's saying here. And all the threats. You follow. You toe the line. I got your band, they are dictators. You follow, you toe the line. Dictate. Anyway, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. If you don't know who I am, my name is Izipolo Pelana. This is Simple Politics. Subscribe to this channel. It is free of charge. And if you can support the channel, please do. I do sometimes see some people supporting. Guys, thank you for those that do support. If you don't, I still love you very much. Don't worry about it. Thank you, guys, for everything. And I'll see you on the next episode. South Africa is a movie, guys. Every day, there's new things.